CIO News. I'm Kushbu Soni, your host for the broadcast and a contributing editor at CIO News. This is a recorded session and will be available on our website, that is cionews.co.in, and our CIO News LinkedIn handle. This is an exclusive fireside chat powered by Avaya on transformation through customer experience. Businesses are built by the experiences they provide, and every day millions of those experiences are delivered by Avaya. Avaya is shaping what's next for the future of work with innovation and partnership that deliver game-changing experience. Let me dive in introducing our guest for today. He is Mr. Bratin Ghosh, the Deputy General Manager, Head of IT Infra and InfoSec at CESE Limited. Bratin is working as the head of IT Infra and the InfoSec department. He looks after the work done in the areas of ICT, that's business continuity planning, data center, disaster recovery centers, smart grid initiatives, DSRTU automation projects, AI, ML projects, AMR and AMI initiatives, cloud migration, network and cybersecurity measures, ISMS and ISO 2001 IT audit, IT policy formulation, and strategic management. Bratin is also the CISO of CESE Limited at present, and he's working with CEA, NCIIPC, NOP for the preparation of CCMP, CIM documents for the distribution and generation sector. Welcome, Bratin. It's a pleasure to have you.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for the introduction.
Awesome. Along with me today, we have Saurabh Lakhanpal. He's the moderator for our session. He's a domain specialist across Avaya customer experience solutions. Saurabh is an avid CX advocate and has about 12 years of experience in providing contact center workforce optimization solutions. He's worked in roles like pre-sales, solution consulting, and sales specialist across leading global organizations. Saurabh has done deep understanding of Avaya's contact center and workforce engagement solutions and how these solutions are utilized for the enrichment of customer experience. Welcome, Saurabh.
Thanks, Kushbu, and welcome, Mr. Pratin. Avaya, as you know, or people would know, is known for the experiences that we help create. So let's start with the experiences only. When we are in a kind of business where customer experiences matter a lot, and actually customer experience is what sets a brand apart from its competitions, along with the offerings or the products that they provide, right? For CSC, how do you see customer experience as an important part of the day-to-day business, and what actions or what technologies are you using, or what options are you using to enhance that customer experience for your customers?
So for CESC, customer is the king. So we are offering a bouquet of services to them, and it's a highly digital initiative has been taken so that they get a seamless experience, so that they can work from home, can do all the transaction, online payment, complaint, power outage complaint, handling, everything is from their home. They don't need to visit our office. And we have achieved that through AI, ML, through digital initiatives, through various chatbot, voice bot, digital assistants. And they are right now, a fair percentage of them are not coming to our office for payment or supply outage calls. They are doing it from their home. So for CESC, we are giving them delight through our digital initiative. We have around 40 lakh of consumer in Calcutta, Rajasthan, and other parts of India, and we are happy to share that everything has gone digital. The CRM, the online payment, the chatbot, voice bot, digital assistants, the AI, ML, all those stuff are used at the back end so that they get a very good and easy access of digital systems.
All right. And that's good to hear. You are an kind of an early adopter for that digital transformation. And I hope the COVID situation fueled that up and, increased the timeline. Or were you already, providing those digital options before COVID as well?
Yeah, before COVID, it is for the last 5 years almost. And not only that, all this initiative, apart from that, they can see the per day consumption. There are smart meters also. So the consumer can see their consumption when they are not at home and gone for a tour. So for 4 5 days it is off. They can monitor and see all those stuff. So it is there for quite a long time.
Mhm. And from a consumer behavior perspective, earlier people used to, be on the physical part of it, visiting offices or visiting somewhere to pay the bills in cash, or, moving out of the homes. Now, from the COVID coming in, there has been a drastic change in the movement, right? People are now restricting their movement out of the homes. So has that fueled up the behavior from consumer perspective? Has your utilization of that technology from consumer side has gone up in the recent times?
Absolutely. It has really gone up because there are movement restrictions, there are quarantine policies, there are lockdown policies. So consumer is absolutely doing it from their home. And we are always guiding them through the website, through the online payment portals, so that easily anybody with a smartphone or the tablet or a laptop can do these things, payment and other stuff. So, and we can see that it has gone up. The digital payment processing, the billing complaints we are receiving through the CRM system over phone or over WhatsApp. We have 3 4 channels to connect with the consumer through website, through SMS, through WhatsApp, and through mobile apps. We can connect with them. So all these channels are getting fully utilized, and there is a steep rise in that trend. We can observe that.
Mhm. And with there is a tremendous growth in the technology side. How do you see technology helping enhance the customer experience? And uh, when we talk about technology, there are different buzzwords like cloud, right? So are you already on cloud, migrated to cloud already, or you plan to migrate to cloud in the coming time?
So CESC is basically based out of Calcutta. It is almost a 120 years company, and it is in the generation of power, energy, and also in the distribution. And we are also right now pan India. We have plans in Maharashtra and other places. So for us, as we said, that all digital initiative, latest technologies are adapted, be it AI, ML, RPA. We are recently doing a project on RPA, robotic process automation for connections. So for the technology part, say, like we are using these technologies of voice bot, chat bot, then the transformer distribution loading, the GIS, everything is handled in a very clear-cut way. The business process re-engineering is happening. And on coming to the cloud adaptation, we have our data center and disaster recovery center. We have a private cloud, and we are also to public cloud. All the consumer billing information, the PDF bills and all, we are keeping in the cloud, so that anytime the mail is going, that there is a directive from Ministry of Power, from the regulatory authorities, that you have to send the PDF format of the bill, so that the green initiative, all those things, instead of hard copies, all the soft copies are taken care. So this lakh and lakhs of consumers' bills are kept in the cloud, so that anytime it can be seen by them. Last 3 years records are there. Then through email it is going to them. And not only that, there are automated meter infrastructure data, which is 15 minutes interval, a huge data that is also pumped to the cloud and kept there, so that anytime it can be analyzed, the power scenario, the load distribution, everything can be analyzed. So we are using the public cloud, and we have a private cloud in our data center, where we are giving support to our Rajasthan, Chandrapur, Malegaon, other people, other places in India, and they are using this cloud for their CRM system, for the corporate website, for site office system, for the procurement system. So we are giving the private cloud also. So we have adopted cloud in a very holistic and we are using it fully.
Mhm. So, it would not be wrong to say that CSC is a completely technology-driven company. Although, in power sector, I've not seen a company that's using technology to that extent. That to the newer technologies which are coming out. And
Gaurav,
since.
we 4.0, Smack, all sort of things we adopt. Okay, Smack,
Mhm.
the social, the mobility, the analytic, cloud part, we adapt Industry 4.0. A lot of IoT sensors have been deployed and used regularly so that we get all the benefit of modern day technology. And CSC is absolutely technical, techno savvy. And in the cyber security front and everywhere, we always deploy the latest technology, latest trend, and during this work from home scenarios, we have adapted all two-factor authentication for people working from home, digital meetings, a lot of video conferencing
Mhm.
meetings on various platforms being adopted, and we can see a sharp rise in the meeting also per month. We can see a lot of meeting happenings over digital platform, the AGM, the board meeting, the town hall, the review meeting, the progress meeting, everything is happening through digital platform, and it is absolutely smooth and seamless.
Uh, you know During your answer you talked about two things specifically. One is data and the analytics, uh, you know and second is moving work to home as well. So my first question on these 2 points is, one, have those because you have implemented Smack, right? So you are using analytics. So you mentioned about RPA as well. So are you using those analytics data or actionable insights that you're getting from those analytical tools and feeding it into maybe RPA and doing automation on top of it?
Yes, yes, lot of things we are doing it. RPI said new connections and all that project is taking off. So we are into that. So for the new connection of consumers, we receive every year at roughly more than lakhs of this data. So RPA is used. Then in the billing payment process through the payment gateways, we have so many payment gateways. There also we are trying to use RPA. Then in the I said about the transformer loading, transformer load distribution, where to offload, where to onload, all those distribution is used using this AI and data we are getting from the system. Earlier transformers were dumb. Right now they are connected to the IT network. There is
Mhm.
OT-IT integration, and we are getting all the inputs from the transformer voltage, power, loading, frequency, everything. So we are trying to use those data, and using the AI ML platform, we are trying to analyze. We are doing a lot of load forecasting, load distribution. So everything is being used in a right way. Then the GIS maps, GIS tracking, how, see, it is a 567 square kilometer, 35 lakh consumers through GIS. All these vehicles around 250 and all, they are tracked. So they are sent to the consumers with minimum time. The disruption and the power outage is addressed. So every data is being used in the system so that we get the benefit out of it.
Mhm. And second thing that you mentioned was about the work from home or increased work from home nowadays. Now, with this comes a data security concern as well. I'm sure you would have deployed a lot of solutions from a cyber security perspective also, or a data security perspective as well, because you were the head of CISO as well in the CSC group, right? But what? I was reading a report around that security concern, and one of the thing that struck me was almost one third of any of the data thefts that happen is because of the internal employees only. Those employees could be your regular employees, or from the contractors as well, because those are also those contractors also have access to your data. So how are you managing that concern during this pandemic times?
So during this pandemic, the security is a very big concern, and you can see there is a lot of state level breaches and attacks going on. This country attacking that country, stealing data and all. So we have a very robust security system with two layers of firewall, with IPS device, with SIM solution. security identification and event management. The correlation is happening, the log is getting collected, all these are analyzed, and then the output comes and we take mitigation actions. Then we are on CSK on board. We are CSK on board, and we are into the Ministry of Power guidelines. We are following CEA guidelines, NCI IPC guideline. We are doing regular ICT and OT audit. We are into ISO 27001. Our data center is certified. So we are taking a lot of security initiative plan, and we are deploying latest technology and always monitoring the three components: the wired users, the wireless users, the servers. All are protected against security breaches, and also the important data are encrypted, kept in a secure vault with role, proper role is addressed, who will access what data, who will do it in view mode, who will be the administrator, he is also monitored. We are doing all this. The DLP is a very complicated process. We will be implementing GLP because in the near future, this GDPR, IDPR will also come into force. So we are also keeping that in mind. Again, DLP is also, we have the AD, Microsoft Active Domain registration. We are into NAC, Network Access Control. All those security measures are there. So this data security is also taken care of, and we are in the process of implementing more robust and more secure data security solutions.
All right. And, during the start of the session, you mentioned about for you, customer is the king. So, this is my last question, and I want to end it with few words of wisdom from you. What suggestions would you give to your fellow, people in the industry, how they should, go about the customer experience, enhancing the customer experience?
So yes, absolutely. See, the business depends on the customers because they are paying, you are generating revenue from them. So you have to give them full delight and full satisfaction. At the same time, the technology should be given in very in such a form that it is ease of use is there, so customers can use it, be it a 50 unit consume customer or 500 unit consume, all level. So we have kept that in mind. So whatever adoption we are doing, the SMAC, the Industry 4.0, the digital initiative, AI, ML, we are all looking at the customer perspective, so that he can pay online, he can register call through a SMS or WhatsApp if there is any power outage. And then when he does not need to come to office to get all this. See, he can apply for a new connection absolutely digitally. He does not need to come. He can upload his documents over there, and then the connection is provided. Some connection is provided very in one of the shortest time that we can tell you. So, and also we are regularly conducting in digital the customer review meetings. We are interacting with them in WhatsApp, in mail, in website, any format we are interacting with them. And we are taking all these trends like AI, ML, digital transformation, cloud adoption, then the security part of it, then the data integrity part of it, the CIA, confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information. The CRM system is fully digitized, so it does not need to bother anything during this pandemic, during this Amphan or Yas, that big storms coming. So we have kept the power uninterrupted. Light should be on for the consumer.
Mhm.
That is the second point. The light has to be on 24/7, and you have to give him that comfort. So we are adapting all these technologies are assisting us so that the customer has a seamless, easy experience of the system he is winning. And he should have the comfort feeling that, yes, I can rest on this organization to provide me quality and prompt service. And I think we are quite high on their consumer survey and their indexing. And we have it's a long journey. We are always upgrading our systems and technologies and experience, and taking a feedback from the consumer. We are always on the move.
Right. Thank you, Bratin, for your valuable comments on different aspects of technology questions that we had. Over to you, Khushbu.
Thank you so much, Saurabh, for moderating this. Thank you so much, Mr. Bratton. This was very insightful, and it makes me very happy to hear that on this journey you really reach the level of digital transformation, and you're continuously working towards that. So it's a great story, and I'm sure our viewers are going to get a lot of insights from this interview today. So thank you so much for participating, and it's a pleasure to have you.